Welcome to the Week 13 recap of Vinnie's Mounjaro journey. Vinnie is pleased to present his progress to you. Here we go.
Hello folks, today's date is June 5th, 2026, and we're reporting on another leg of Vinnie's Mounjaro journey. Just completed week number 13 of this personal journey. And first I'd like to go ahead and provide you with some information about the steps that I took this week. So on Friday, May 29th, it was 6,750 steps. On Saturday, May 30th, we did 6,121 steps. Sunday, May 31st, we went for 5,650 steps. On Monday, June 1st, we did 7,948 steps. On Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026, I went down to 4,848 steps. And on Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026, my steps were 5,381. Thursday, June 4th, 2026, the steps were 6,600. Now, I didn't really overexert myself this week. I didn't go out of my way to make extra steps. I was using my Apple Watch to record the steps. And those are just the numbers that I got. You know, ideally I'd like to hit on 10,000 steps, but I really just haven't been focusing on that. My mind has been in other places lately. If you want to know what the inches looked like, I can provide that. On Friday, it was 52 3/4 inches. Saturday was 53 inches. Sunday, the waistline was 53 inches. Monday, I came up with 54 inches. Tuesday, 53 inches. Wednesday, we came up with 53.5 inches. And then Thursday, 53 inches. And Friday, today, was 52.5 inches on that fun little way of measuring my waist, which I still couldn't tell you is entirely accurate. In any case, as far as food goes, I didn't go and eat anything extraordinarily restaurant-wise or anything like that. There was a little restaurant trip with the office, and I stayed on some modest salad with some protein in that. Pretty much each day, I've been having 3 eggs, 3 hard-boiled eggs in the morning, pretty much every day. And then those have been accompanied with, this week I'm trying the keto bread. So I've been doing that. And a couple of my lunches this week were a replica of the breakfast, which is to say, I also did the eggs, the 3 hard-boiled eggs and the keto bread. Now in the evening, there's been a variety of stuff that my wife has been making. She's becoming a pretty good chef. Those things like the woman's food, chicken with some maybe riced cauliflower, just, you know, modest stuff. Last night I had baked salmon with lemon and a bag of broccoli. So anyway, I'm, as you can tell, not keeping some type of a, you know, meticulous record of my food. I will say there were a couple of evenings when I may have fallen back under the old habits, and I did have maybe 2 evenings, some very light chips and some pieces of cheese. In any case, not a lot of excitement there. As far as the stress levels, I think the stress levels were down a little bit last week. My boss seemed to be a little bit more in a happy mood, less demanding on people, less pretentious. So that's good. It's always nice to have lower stress levels. And if you would like to hear about the weight numbers, come back and visit me after I take the jab, and I'll provide you with the weight numbers. Okay, as you can see, this is my Mounjaro prescription box, and if you take a look at it, what you see is we have 3 jab sticks left, which means this one that's empty was week 13, so we'll be getting ready to move on in to the next week. I'm going to have my wife assist me in this jab here in just a little bit, and then we'll come back. All right, I'm getting ready to use the jab stick. You have to first put it over there to green, which I've done. Then you have to pop this baby off. You can see right there is the needle. And I'll take this to my wife now, and she'll get me taken care of. Okay, so maybe you can see the jab stick has been utilized, expended. My wife said that there didn't appear to be any blood traces coming out of the skin area. So we're done for another week. Okay, well, that jab is done. Week 13 is done, and we're now starting week 14. So I had to switch it up this time. I moved it to my arm, thinking that maybe that'll help it work a little bit better. And my wife did it for me back here in the back. I can't really see that. So there was no blood or anything like that. So that was fine. Anyway, so that's done. I wanted to just fix you up here with the numbers for the weight last week, week 13. So on Friday, May 29th, I was at 294.5 pounds. On Saturday, May 30th at 3:55 a.m., we went to 292.7. On Sunday, May 31st at 4:05 a.m., we went to 291.2. On Monday, June 1st, 2026 at 4:20 a.m., I was 292.1 pounds. On Tuesday, June 2 at 4:15 a.m., I remained at 292.1 pounds. On Wednesday, June 3 at 4:15 a.m., I came up a little bit to 293.6 pounds. I'm sorry about all those number deals there, because I'm not that great at numbers. Thursday, June 4, 4:10 a.m., it was 294 pounds. And then miraculously, for whatever reason, why scales do these things, or what we eat, consume, drink, on Friday, June 5th, 2026, at 3:35 a.m., the scale recorded 291 pounds. So it looks like that is a 3.5 pound reduction for the week, although oddly, 3 of it is from yesterday. So I don't know, we'll see how that works out next week. I'm satisfied with that. Like I said before, you can't get too worried about those numbers as long as if your goal is a reduction in weight, as long as they go down over time, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and end this week's recap on Vinnie's Mounjaro journey, and hope to see you again in the future.
Thank you for listening to the end of the week 13 recap of Vinnie's Mounjaro journey. If you found this video useful or helpful in any way, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps Vinnie out. You might also consider viewing some of Vinnie's other videos. Thank you very much and have a good one.